Well, good morning, everybody, and it's good to be here. Dan was right. I was working till very late last night and very early this morning, but it's because I believe in the mission of what we're doing. It's not something that I'm desperate to do. It's something that I'm passionate to do, and I do it almost every day. Of course, I take out Sunday. That's the day for the Lord, and I do that as I should. But other than that, I'm so dedicated to helping people to make their lives a lot better with Sisel, because there is no other opportunity like this in the world. I know there isn't, because I've looked at what's out in network marketing, and because of what I've designed with Sisel, I can see that there's nothing that can compete with us with what we do. I had an interesting conversation with somebody who a distributor brought in that said they wanted to become a distributor, and all it was, they used this distributor as a tool to get to me because they wanted to be a paid trainer, and they wanted us to set up big audiences for them and then to pay them a lot of money to come in and motivate the people that were already motivated to do Sisel. And as I talked to him, it was really quite amazing, because he laid a lot of things out that he was going to do all these spectacular things, but he had no money. So this highly successful trainer that wasn't very successful in making money, I said, you know what? I have a saying, those that can do, those that can't teach. And you seem to fall within that category. And I said, you really don't want to be a distributor? And he said, no, I don't. And I said, well, you know what? There's a million people just like you that are out there that instead of getting out and building and doing it, you want to come out and teach people, but yet you can't prove that you have done it yourself. And, of course, he said, well, I've done all these great things, and I've spoke before big audiences. Sure he did. Big audiences that were there for another purpose, that they brought him on stage, but he was willing to take the full credit for doing it. I said, so if you want to do some effective training, prove to me that you know how to do this business. Oh, he didn't want to do that. And he said, you know what, he got a little miffed with me. He says, you know what, your MLM is like a lot of other MLMs. You always say you have the best opportunity and the best products and that kind of thing, but really they all say that. And I said, yeah, that is true. They really all do say that. And he said, and I can't see the financial end to it. And I said, it's because you haven't even looked. Do you know the compensation plan? Do you know what can be done? Can you compare it with other companies? No, actually, he hadn't. He was just looking for a free ride. Well, you know, there's no free lunch. But I'll tell you what, you can starve yourself to death, or you can feed yourself really well, depending on where you're at. And with Sisel, I'll tell you what, we don't have a free lunch, but we have one that's easy to make, and we can serve up a banquet like no other company in the world. Yes, they all say that they're the finest, and they have the best products and the greatest compensation plan, but what is reality? The reality is where the rubber meets the road, and I'll tell you, where the rubber meets the road with Sisel, we are sizzling hot. There is no other company like us. I just did a comparison with a skincare company just last night, and here I am, recruiting a distributor late at night that I'm going to give to someone here that's doing a good job in Utah, because I had happened to run into him just like this taxi cab driver. I just ran into this person and started talking to her, and she was going to join this skincare company. So I went through it, and I said, okay, let's just take a look at it. I said, I know the company. I don't like the product. It's overpriced. It was $80 for a product. And I said, this thing should sell for about $20, $25. There's really nothing. And then it uses something that's a poison in it that is diluted down to numb the skin. And I said, and you have one product you're going to sell, and you're going to sell it for probably about 3 times what it's really worth in the marketplace, and then look at the commission. So we went down 3 generations, 3 that got 3 that got 3. And we took a look at it, and their income, if they had that, 39 people in their business, was $156. And I said, okay, let's run ours through. 3 that got 3 that got 3, your income is $1,020. That's a big difference between the same amount of work to get $156 versus $1,020. And that's what we're talking about with Sisel. We have abundance like no other company in the world. We have products like nothing else in the world. And as I went through the formulation and showed her one item after another, and I said, this does this and this does that, and I said, there's nothing spectacular here. This is common, everyday stuff. These kind of ingredients have been around for 30 years. And yet they're telling you it's state-of-the-art breakthrough. The only thing they have is something that numbs the skin, sort of like Botox does, only in a topical product. And you think numbing the skin so it just collapses and the wrinkles shrink down and it makes your skin sick? Do you think that is good skin care? Sure, you can see an improvement in 5 or 6 days because the skin has just sagged. It's kind of like having Bell's palsy on your face. If you've ever seen that, the whole face just slides down, and if you don't have any wrinkles, yeah, they're gone because the whole skin is just slipping down because there's nothing contracting it from the normal biological activity. Well, I thought that was a very interesting comparison to show people and talk to people today. This person's so motivated, they're signing up. And so I'm going to be finding them a good distributor to put them in. And so here I am, the president of the company, the founder of it, and I'm talking to somebody about 9 o'clock last night from my office phone in their home and soliciting them to give to a distributor out in the field. I will tell you what, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and if I do it, you darn well can do the same thing. I can be doing lots of other things, but my interest is helping people to become as successful as they can be, even on the level of finding a distributor on my own, getting them motivated, doing the comparison, the compensation plan of the products, getting them set to sign up, and then turning them over to another distributor who can effectively use it. If you can think of a massive company like this, where the president of the company would do something like this, I'd like to find where they are. It's because these people want to sit in their ivory towers and pontificate about what a wonderful person they are and their company is, but the reality of it, they're in it for just making the money, and their commitment is not what it should be. But I know what your commitment is out there in the field, and I believe that you have a strong commitment as a Sisel distributor. If you're in and you've stayed there and you're starting to make this thing go, you put your life on the line to change your future, and I'm darn well going to help you do that as much as I can. I'm sitting here in my office, been down here early this morning, was here very late last night, as Dan was saying, because I'm dedicated to this company, to the products and everything else. But the most important thing in this entire company is you. This is all built for you. This is your company. I've invested about $150 million of my own money in this, and I don't ever look to get a return on the investment with it. My investment is to provide a base so that you can build something to really take back your life, to change your life, to do something with it. And unlike other companies who use, frankly, in most cases, use and abuse distributors for the gain of some select leaders and for the company, we are just the opposite. The most important person in this company is the new distributor. This compensation plan that we just remodified takes a new distributor and gives them everything that we possibly could. We're paying out 2 and 3 times the amount of commission, and we're paying it early on. We're going double commissions, triple commissions, double commissions. We have a big fast start bonus. We have a retention bonus. If you do it right, it can be like a double fast start bonus. We're pouring money into this like no other company could do or would do because we believe in you. And we're designing new products that are spectacular beyond any products that have never, and I say never, ever been created before on earth. That's the kind of company we are. Now I'm starting to work on coffee. We're going to have coffee out here within a few months, and it's going to be coffee like no other. Starbucks, get ready to slip into second place because we're going to have a coffee that is so much better, tastes so much better than anything you have, and we're going to have something. We're not going to have Ganoderma, just a pinch of it in a coffee to make a ridiculous claim, and there's not enough to do anything in it. We're going to have a medicinal coffee that tastes like the best coffee you ever had in your life and gives you a punch and brings up your immunity and your biological system, everything besides jumping your metabolism and doing it without a big buzz. You're going to say, this is coffee like you've always wanted it to be. It'll be reasonably priced. It'll be dynamic. And it's just another thing that we're filling in to add to it. Very shortly, you're going to see our skincare products. We're remodifying right now. We have the world's finest skincare line by a long ways, but new advancements have been made, and we're adding those into our skincare products, and it's not going to change the price. We're pouring it into the products to give even more spectacular regeneration with them. We've got telomere activity now that we can put into skincare like no other. The Equal product, the Inner Chi, we're calling it for women, that does so much to women's metabolism, is going to be out now within just a couple of weeks. and for men too. And boy, you want to see your body jump when you have equal in your system. You're going to see skin, hair, eyelashes, nails, moisturizer, metabolic syndrome, weight loss, and everything just be something that will be handled and done so beautifully, because the science and the technology of this is so advanced and so powerful. And guess who's got it out in the marketplace to compete with you? The answer is nobody. We're the first ones to do it, and we're bringing it out right now. Pop in a pill and pop out your hair for male pattern baldness, we're going to have it. We've got that science down pat, and we're going to bring that product out all around the world. So look at what we're doing. Look at what the compensation plan is. I'll tell you what, I am so thrilled. I am just jacked out of my gourd with what Sisel is and what we're going to do. This is fun. I'm loving every single minute of it. I'm loving to see the success that you're having out there in the field. And you know what? Together, we're going to build something. It's kind of like the Home Depot. Let's build something together. Okay, Sisel, let's build something really spectacular together. Great health, great wealth, success, energy, longevity, all of those kinds of things. Let's grow younger instead of growing older as we live longer. We got that right now. You can do all those kinds of things. You want to drop 10, 20, 30, 50, and even 100 pounds, as people are doing it. We have it so simple to do. And guess what? We're even working on ways to make it even better, even faster, even easier for you. That's what we do. We never quit. The lights never go out here at Sisel, and the brain power just keeps pouring in this, because all of the discoveries that are being made, we're right on top of it. We're looking at, we're researching. I'm sitting here researching. I'm the only person in the plant today, and I'm sitting here researching, doing those kinds of things, because I want us to be so far advanced, so highly advanced into the future that no one can even be a close second to what we are. That's the Sisel dream. That's what I believe in. I know you believe in it. I'm on your side. You're on my side. We're in this thing together. Sisel can build the future you've always wanted. So get your rear in gear. Let's get to work. It's time to build the kind of life you want, and Sisel is here to help you do it in a big way.